Hey guys, it's late and I should be in bed right now. But before I went to bed, I thought, I really want to do this video for you. This back here. What's this noise? It's my favorite thing in the whole world. And it is a water distiller. Now, on the internet, you're going to see a lot of things about distilled water. A lot of them are saying it's really bad. A lot of them are saying it's saved their lives and it's really good. So I'm going to give you some information that I have heard, and then you can make your own decision. So the first question is, what is distilled water? Is it this chemically processed water that you buy in the grocery store in those plastic containers that you put in your iron? And that doesn't seem like something you'd want to drink. Distilled water is simply pure water from distillation, just like the water that nature makes. Rainwater, that's distilled water. The sun heats up the water on the earth, it vaporizes, goes up into the clouds, condensation, falls down. Pure H2O, except for all of the pollutants that are in the air now, which causes more of a chemical rain. Not such good water as what we used to have. So anyway, distilled water is just that process. It's 100% H2O, water. 0 parts per million of dissolved solids. Now, one of the big controversies of it, some doctors say, well, distilled water is going to leach all of the minerals out of your body and cause you to have brittle bones and osteoporosis and all of this. Well, it's kind of impossible, really, because distilled water is negatively charged. And organic minerals are negatively charged. And if you know anything about magnetic, 2 positives aren't going to attract each other. 2 negatives aren't going to attract each other. It takes a negative and a positive to go whoop, right? So inorganic minerals, which would be rocks and things that come from rocks, such as iron, that would be the iron like a rusty nail, that's inorganic. Our body can't absorb it anyway. Our body absorbs the iron from food because that's organic minerals, 2 different kinds of minerals. So the minerals that distilled water leaches from your body are the inorganic type, the ones we don't want in our body anyway, that cause arthritis and illness and cancer and inflammation and things like that. And another thing that I'm also seeing on the internet is mineral water is really great for you. All these spring mineral waters and spring water and mountain water. Okay, so you've got the water coming down and it's going through a mountain, and what's the mountain made out of? It's made out of dirt. And dirt is inorganic matter. So you're basically just drinking dissolved dirt minerals. And if really that was so great for you, wouldn't they just sell buckets of dirt that you could eat? I mean, you might as well just eat dirt, right? That doesn't make sense either. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I want my minerals to come from organic nutrients like food. Makes sense, right? I kind of want my food to give me my minerals, not dirt, right? Okay, just something to think about. So just for the sake of argument, let's say that this beautiful pure water, 100% water, is going to leach out all our minerals. Well, then why don't we just put them back in? So I use, it is Dr. Berg's Trace Minerals. It is from a 70 million year old Sannonian trace mineral peat deposit in, I think it's Utah, cold pressed, has everything. And they say, oh, well, distilled water won't have all your electrolytes because it doesn't have the sodium, potassium, and chloride. Well, this has all three of those, so boop, there you go. And of course, most people don't get enough iodine, and that's one of the big problems with thyroid issues. Well, kelp iodine. So I just throw a drop of this in my gallon and 2 droppers of this in my gallon of water. And of course, I always put my colloidal silver in there too. That's another topic. So what I do is after my water's done, which it's done, I put 2 squirts of this in my water, my trace minerals, just in case that some people are right. I would hate for them to be right and I strip my body, but I really don't think so, because if you know anything about magnetism, there's no way that the negatively charged water can strip negatively charged organic minerals. But again, inorganic minerals are positively charged. So yes, distilled water is definitely going to grab the positive charged minerals that are stuck in your joints, they're stuck around your organs, all those things your body could not get rid of or eliminate, like all of this stuff that's in the water that we are probably drinking. It's going to grab those and flush them out your body, but it can't flush the organic minerals because negative does not attract negative. It's scientific. So anyway, our city's water. You know, we have over 80,000 chemicals that we've developed since the turn of the century. And interestingly enough, in 1903, only 1 out of 100 people got cancer. Now we've got 1 out of 3 people dying of cancer. 1 out of 4 people will get cancer. And it's just been since we've been developing all these chemicals. Now, a lot of those chemicals, of course, are in our water. What chemicals are on our water? This is what's in our water. Okay, so our city's tap water. This is a bottle that when I take the lid off this, I would scrub it out, put a little bit of water in it, and then through a funnel, I was pouring for 2 months what I would have been drinking if I would have been drinking this tap water right from the tap. Okay, this is all the stuff. That's pretty gross. This is all the stuff that would be in my body. Now, this is only 2 months. Imagine a year. Okay, that would be 6 times this. Then imagine 10 years. That's really disgusting how much has been in our bodies. Okay, so what this is, do you really want to drink this? Like, really? This is really kind of what we're drinking. It's pretty sick. So, what is this? And now I'm going to read something scary. I have to put on my spectacles, of course. Hello. Okay, so now the chlorine mixes with the water, and we're confronted with something else that's worse than the chlorine, which is, it's called DBPs, and they are the disinfection byproducts. And they are so harmful that the maximum limit is parts per billion, meaning they're so poisonous and toxic to our body that their limit becomes parts per billion in our water. That's pretty scary. So these DBPs are created as a result, it's late and I'm tired, as a result of water chlorination. But I really want to get this video out. So organic material, which is the vegetation in the water, the regular vegetation, algae, things from plants, the leaves that come through the water and all of that, goes in the water. It decays in the water, releasing harmless chemicals such as humic and fulvic acid. When it's mixed with chlorine, which is killing the water of all bacteria, it creates a reaction and byproducts that are so carcinogenic. Trihalomethanes, or known as THMS, and that is, they say there is no safe level. That's the one that's parts per billion. Cause is kidney, liver malfunction, disease, and of course cancer. Then there's haloacetic acids, which they already know cause cancer. You've got the chlorides and the bromates. So this is pretty bad. And this isn't our city water, and this is what we're drinking, you guys, and we're filtering it. And even great filters are a breeding ground for bacteria. So think about it. It's filtering your water. All this stuff is getting collected in the filter. And these are dark, warm places where these little filters are sitting. And after a few months, if you cut one open, it's really slimy, and your water is going through that. So maybe at first it's great, but after a while, maybe not so good. So for all those people saying distilled water is bad for you, distilled water basically is pure H2O. So basically they're saying that drinking pure water is bad for you? Well, that kind of doesn't make any sense, does it? This distiller I got on Amazon. It was about $230, free shipping if you're Amazon Prime, which is great. And I have heard stories that people have had these for 3 to 5 years with no problem. There's not a lot to it, so you know, you're probably paying 10 cents a gallon for this water. It's just, it seems like a good deal. And there's no filters, there's nothing to change. All you have to do is clean it out about every probably 20 times you use it. You just throw a little citric acid in there with water, let it sit, scrub it out, boom, ready to go again. It's the only maintenance you have for it. So it's pretty simple.
What? Do you want to tell everybody hi? Do you want to say my name is Buddha Man?
My cat really wants me to go to bed, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up. Okay, but this is just all the stuff that would be in our body. And what is distilled water? You already know. It is 100% water, H2O. So make the choice on what you want to put in your body. And that's it for tonight. For tonight, I'm really tired. So anyway, have a great night. Bye.